So, welcome everyone to today's session. Today's session is on handling depression. So, let's start. Let's also do an invocation. So, let's close our eyes. All healing comes from the Supreme God. So, we like to invoke before we start the session. So, let's pray to the Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother. We thank you for your priceless blessings, for divine light, divine love, divine guidance, divine love, mercy, inner healing, physical healing. Thank you for the inner strength to practice regularly. Thank you for your divine help and protection, for illumination, abundance, and prosperity. Thank you. So what we'll do is we'll do the soul affirmation a little bit later. First, we'd like to just talk a little bit about the topic for the day. So the topic for the day is depression. And as we can see, this young man stretched out on a bench doesn't have to be a young man. It can be a young woman. It can be an old person. It can also be a young child. The point being, what is depression? So there are many levels of depression. One is temporary depression, like for example, when there is the rains, the monsoons, the sun doesn't come out as much. And those of us who are familiar with solar prana and those of us who have seen solar prana in our basic pranic healing workshops, and seen air prana, then you know what happens. What happens is the amount of prana that is there in the air becomes less because sun has not, sort of the sun has risen obviously, but the sun rays and the energy from the sun has been, somewhat blocked by the clouds. So of course, when I was a kid, we would actually go out and bathe in the rain when the monsoons were here, and that was quite invigorating. But somehow we don't do that anymore. But anyway, so that is what we call temporary physical depression. That is caused by, less prana in the air, or it can also be caused sometimes if you've, or if we have sort of over exercised or exerted our body too much. So that's like temporary depression. It usually goes away on its own with rest. Next comes mild depression. Now, mild depression is something that can happen when some event has taken place in life, a setback. So again, mild depression is also something that we may feel uncomfortable for a little bit of time. We may feel sad, but you know, it'll get overcome. Before we continue, I would like to just share with you the definition of depression as per the dictionary. So I'm looking at the Merriam-Webster dictionary, and the reason I like to look at the dictionary is because it gives very precise meanings. So it says here the state of feeling sad, dejected, anger, anxiety. It also says that it's a mood disorder marked by sadness, inactivity, difficulty in thinking and concentration, a significant increase or decrease in appetite, and time spent sleeping, feelings of dejection, hopelessness, and sometimes suicidal tendencies. Okay, it also says a reduction of activity, amount, quality, or force. So those of us who are familiar a little bit with geography, we know that a depression geographically in a geographical area causes, wind from the sea to come in, and sometimes it can cause a cyclonic storm. So I think in the last couple of, I would say, last 2 years, we have been exposed more and more to storms. And some of these cyclonic developments happen because of depressions that start somewhere in the water body in the seas. And then that just basically triggers and creates a cyclone. Okay. From a biological point of view, it is the lowering of physical or mental vitality. And so, like I said, from the pranic healing point of view, it is basically the decline of the amount of prana that's there in the air. There's also economic depression. So we've seen, like, the economic depression is when the economy is not doing as well. And obviously, when the economy is booming, then we just call it, booming. So I just wanted to sort of put the word depression into context because there is physical depression, which is geographical depression. There's obviously, also human depression at various levels. So the mild depression, like we said, is sort of easily sortable, so some amount of light counseling, some distractions, listening to music, all of that will hopefully solve a mild depression case. Then what happens is something called severe depression. And severe depression, what happens is, again, those of us who are familiar with the concept of chakras, the chakras become very small. So let's say like let's say the average chakra is of a certain size. Now, for someone who's depressed, they become very small. Just say, have you seen a flower that's withered? Yeah. So they become like that. They become like withered flowers. They become very small and tiny. And so what happens is that the energy again is not able to flow. So that causes severe depression. A good way to handle someone who is dealing with severe depression is to actually get them to take a walk or ask them to lie down in the grass or someplace clean where they can get a lot of prana. Okay, of course, that's pranic healing, which is what we are going to do for the group live today. Okay. Now, depression can also be caused because of psychological reasons. So, psychological reasons, depression can be solved by pranic psychotherapy. And there are many degrees of severity in depression. So, let's say if someone has very severe depression, very, 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 very severe, then they can also become suicidal. Okay. Now, how many times have we said just casually, hey, I'm depressed? Right? So one thing that I will request everyone is don't use the word casually, because when we keep saying it, then we kind of you know we invite that kind of energy into our body. And let's say if someone we know has it, then also don't keep saying he's depressed. Yes, of course, if you're talking to your healer or your doctor, trying to convey a situation, I can understand mentioning it once or twice, but not beyond that. Okay. Put it out of your mind and try to visualize that person actually getting up and doing things, because in depression what we've seen a lot is that people are just kind of sleeping a lot or eating a lot or not eating at all or not sleeping at all. So there are all these variations, and these are basically mood disorders. So mood disorders are very easily, and I would say very powerfully solved with pranic healing techniques. There are certain chakras in the body that control our mood and our hormones. So we work on those. So that's what we're going to do for, again, everyone present on the live session today. Now, apart from that, one very important thing about this is any kind of mental illness needs a lot of support. If you have someone who has fever, what do you do? Do you tell them you have fever? Why did you get fever? Why don't you just stop thinking about it and don't feel feverish anymore? Does that work? No, right? So similarly, when someone actually does have depression, it's a real thing. It's definitely solvable, but it's a real thing. So just like we don't scold someone because they have fever or because they have any kind of ailment, let's not scold somebody who has depression. Okay, try to focus on their positive things. If you have someone who is close to you or someone who you want to help, then one thing that you can definitely do is after the meditation, you can bless them. And while you are blessing them, or while we are blessing them, what we'll do is we will also visualize them doing things. Like, let's say, for example, this person who is on the park bench in our little picture, we kind of visualize him getting up, smiling, talking to somebody, doing something nice, going for a jog. So start to visualize. Don't visualize the person as you see them. So if they're depressed, don't visualize them depressed. Try to visualize them getting up and doing things. What that does is, as we learn in pranic healing, it's like transference of energy. So we are actually transferring a certain amount of energy to them that will enable them to get up and get moving. Okay. So that's what I wanted to share. Of course, counseling is a very important part of depression. So if you need somebody who needs to take counseling, then you can approach us. There are some counselors that we work with closely, and these are counselors who understand pranic psychotherapy. So what happens is that the combination of psychological counseling and pranic psychotherapy works very fast. Okay, and what else? So instead of imagining worst case scenarios, let's imagine better case scenarios. Now, of course, we've been in COVID times since, what is it, March 2019, and this is now July 2021. Have I got that right? No, sorry, March 2020. So a year and a couple of months. Sorry about that. So, some of us may be feeling depressed about our income, about our lifestyle. So let's just take a minute and just be aware of what is it about the state that we are in, and try to see what we can change about it. Okay. So if it's something about not going out, then just visualize a scenario where you're going out. Because what we can do is we can create those mental pictures in our mind, and that will change our physical physiology as well. So let's just do an experiment, okay? So let me just say, I'm depressed. Hmm. So, what happens is that my spine begins to bend and my head begins to fall and, my eyes begin to lower. But if I say, hey, I'm happy, so what happens? You smile, this goes up, the eyes light up, your spine straightens up, you're ready to go. So this is something that, the physical body affects the emotional and affects the mental, and vice versa too. So some of us have better control on our physical body. Some of us have better control on our imagination. So whichever one works for you, try to use that for yourself and for other people as well. Okay, so again, those of us who are watching this later on YouTube, you need to join our live sessions to actually receive the healing. But we will be doing a blessing process after we are done with the healing and the meditation. Okay, let's raise our hands in blessing position. Let's be aware of the crown, the heart. Let's be aware of the energy flowing through us, coming from the Supreme God, flowing through us, coming out of the hands. And now let's bless first all the people that we know who we feel perhaps are going through a depressive state. Could be physical, temporary, mild, severe, very severe, suicidal, any of them. Let's just bless them. Let's visualize them getting up, smiling, moving around, doing their own work, going for a walk. Make sure you see the picture clearly as much as possible. Be aware of the crown and the heart. And let's project a lot of prana, a lot of energy to them, a lot of golden pink dazzling light going into their body, healing them, making them receptive for counseling if required, making them receptive for medication if they require it. If you know someone who is taking medicines for depression, we can also bless their medication, that the side effects may be reduced and the medication may be very, very effective. Let's bless them with them reaching out to meditate with us, to learn pranic healing and practice pranic healing on themselves, and by the law of karma to help others and improve their own entitlement to be healed. Let's also bless them with appropriate financial targets, health targets. If there's a relationship issue, let's bless them with the repair of their relationships. And let's bless them with a spiritual target. When people have a spiritual target, it's much easier to ward off depression, sadness, anxiety, because then we are dedicated to a larger cause, a cause bigger than ourselves. And now let's utilize the law of karma and let's bless our own targets, our own health, our relationships, and our spiritual targets. Inhale slowly and exhale slowly. Be aware of the crown, the heart, and the hands. Let's also bless our homes. May bright, beautiful light flow through our homes. May it be filled with harmony, peace, friendly conversations. Let's bless our workplace with prosperity, with the ability to understand and prosper in these times that have changed the way people do business. Let's also bless people who have asked for blessings, our projects, bless anything else that you would like to, and then gently open your eyes. So here at our forum, what we are basically offering is meditation and mass healing, then you can also learn pranic healing and you can also take pranic healing from a professional healer. So this, I would say, is the main three offerings that we have here. Okay. So thank you everyone for joining the session. It's when many of us join the session that it makes the session more powerful. It makes the healing easier. So those of us who are watching this later on YouTube, just wanted to let you know this is the GMCKS Arhatik Yoga Ashram, and this is some place. It is beautiful. It's in the Mulshi Hills in Pune, and you're welcome to visit it once you have completed Arhatik Yoga. Okay. So with that, we will end today's session. I highly recommend that we think of counseling for people who are depressed, who appear depressed, and in case we have any kind of personal issue ourselves, also it's a good idea to see a counselor. Sometimes we tend to take advice from friends and family who may be well-meaning, but the issue is that they really don't know how to handle someone who has or is going through an issue to enable them to become stronger. Okay, what tends to happen with friends and family is that they will just tell us what to do. The beauty of a counselor is they will help us to understand what our multiple options are and what the repercussions of each of those options are, and therefore for us to make an independent choice as to what we want to do to solve the problem. Okay, so that's why I highly recommend counseling, and of course, pranic healing along with that will help heal the person very quickly. Okay, so with that, thank you so much.